Welcome to Hollywood Unapologetic. My name is Orlando Dilbert. I wanted to speak a little bit about filmmaking essentials and the negative pickup deal. For many of you, you've probably never heard of the negative pickup deal before. It's not at all surprising if this is the first time you're hearing of it. As a content producer and creator, it is in your best interest to learn and understand as much as you can about this. When a script is developed away from a film studio, whether hired by an independent producer or working on his or her own, sometimes it ends up joined with other elements. This can be a director for the project or one or more members of the cast. Then it can be presented to one of the studios for financing and distribution. For most filmmakers, their films are often developed and produced away from the studio that distributes them in the end. These independently produced films are usually financed by the pre-sales of distribution rights and may also have private investors. The film enters the acquisition agreement phase. At this point, the producer and film distributor agree on the details of the distribution rights. This is called a negative pickup deal. In most cases, the studio that is distributing your film will pay for your marketing and advertisement costs in a negative pickup deal. The studio and producer will share the profits, then there could be a 50-50 split between the studio and producer without a distribution fee for the studio. Also, as part of a negative pickup deal, the distributor in many cases will offer to give the producer an advance. This is based on what is estimated the profits may be. Producers will want to get as large of an advance they possibly can acquire, knowing that they may never see any payment on the back end. That's based on the film doing poorly and there are no profits to share. On the other hand, the distributor will want to pay as little as possible as an advance for his share of the projected profits. I've seen many first-time filmmakers brag about how inexpensive it costs for them to produce the film before the distribution deal is secure. This is a huge mistake. It's common for the distributor to not want to offer more than the cost of production. One thing to always keep in your mind, the distributor has no right to look at your books, so keep your mouth shut. The tricky thing that may happen at this point is the distributor may offer a preemptive offer and it's good for a dedicated amount of time. For example, you are offered $250,000 as an advance, but you must decide on whether to accept it within a 24-hour period. This is tricky because you may feel compelled to hold out for a better offer. On the other hand, a better offer may never come along and your offer is gone. This is why it is important to plan the release of potential film distributors to maximize your possibilities. I've seen many filmmakers get burned at this stage. Some distributors have been known to be creative with their accounting. I can't stress enough how important it is to go through the terms and fully understand them. Too often, profit participants don't see any return. The terms of net profits may be defined in such a way that is not in the best interest of the producer. Another mistake I've seen first-time filmmakers do is show the film when it is not completed. I cannot stress enough how easily opportunity will walk away. Regardless of how many times the distributor may say they are professionals, blah blah blah. If the film isn't ready, it's simply not ready. Your first impression is your only impression. The best thing is to set up a screening and invite as many of the executives you possibly can. You want all of your potential distributors to see the film at the same time. This will help in getting them to compete with one another. Even if some of the distributors want an early look, don't give in. Don't send out DVDs or have them view a digital copy online. You can promise to let them see it once the film is completed. If they're viewing it at their office, they most likely won't even get through it due to interruptions. You want them in a live theater surrounded by live people. Fill up the place with your friends. You can rent theaters all over Los Angeles or at some of the studios like Paramount Pictures or MGM. One thing that happens during the negotiations is that the distributor may want to cross-collateralize the foreign distribution rights. What that means is the monies earned from the various markets the rights have been sold to are combined together. For example, if a film does well in one country and earns $1 million and loses $1 million in another country, when cross-collateralized, the percentage of your net revenue will be zero. This is because they are combined together. But if you were not cross-collateralized, you would get your percentage of the profits of the first territory while the distributor absorbs the loss for the second. Many first-time filmmakers don't take the time to fully research what all of this means for them. You should learn as much as you can before you begin reaching out to distributors about them. There are many unscrupulous distributors out there. You can do searches online and check the Superior Court dockets in Los Angeles for past lawsuits against them. You also want to check the distributor's financial health and reputation. Take the time to see if they are distributing other films similar to yours to avoid a possible conflict of interest. And before we wrap up, I want to give you a little something to think about. By this point, you should have an experienced entertainment attorney representing your deal. Let me give you 10 things you and the attorney should be mindful of. The amount of the advance, the extent of the rights, foreign and or domestic, which markets, if any, are cross-collateralized, and are there any ancillary rights? Are there distribution or overhead fees? What is the accounting schedule? Will it be monthly or quarterly? The track record of the distributor. Does the distributor have any leverage with the exhibitors when monies are owed, and how and when is payment done? What is the marketing commitment and is it guaranteed? How much input does the producer have over theater selection and artwork, and for which markets? How much input does the filmmaker have in the promotion process? In the event the distributor decides to back out early on a film's distribution, does the producer have the right to regain distribution rights? The attorney's job is to be your advocate. You want someone who is able to negotiate, better said, improve a distributor's offer. Make sure you are clear on these deal points before signing anything, and take the time to understand different distribution outlets. Use this information I offer here as a guide to make your plan and to build your timeline to see your project come into fruition. Use this information as a tool so that you can better serve and help your project and your project's integrity, your crew, and yourself better. And don't forget to have fun with it. Making a film takes a lot of effort to see it all the way through. It definitely can be worth it. The lessons learned as a content creator can also help build leadership qualities and an entrepreneurial approach to life. Make your plan, take a breath, go for it. You can do it once you believe you can. The world is greatly influenced by what is seen on the screen and heard on the radio. Let's be the new Hollywood generation. Let's give them something that will drive everyone to do something bigger and to make a positive difference in the world. And something I like to leave you with. We're all in it together. Each and every one of you is an important part of our future. You're important to the lives of those who surround you. You're important to your communities. You're more important to our industry. And no matter what, remain optimistic and focused on your goal. Never stop believing in yourself. And always remember, you are the key to your own success. Take a breath, move forward. Together, let's create a revival, a resurgence of Hollywood, bring back the auteur to cinema, be an active part of the new Hollywood generation. You are a representative of the new Hollywood generation. Please subscribe below to our channel. Interviews are coming, and follow the link to check out our swag. You are a representative of the new Hollywood generation. Join Hollywood Unapologetic in our quest to positively empower one another, to empower our industry as we speak openly to industry professionals about the true pursuit of our Hollywood dreams and in life. Hollywood Unapologetic is a continuation of the Pollyanna's tear-soaked battlefields of Hollywood, a survival guide against the cynicism and the hypocritical series of books designed to help you better prepare for success. It is now our time to strive to be a better version of ourselves and to be inclusive of one another. We, as a community, can grow together and be the change our industry needs. We can find unity together and be the change our future needs. We are the new Hollywood generation. Welcome to Hollywood Unapologetic.